The fire on Govt Island yesterday didn't burn a whole lot of land, but it certainly presented firefighters with a lot of challenges, and they're still trying to figure out what started it. Tim Becker is here now with more on why this small fire was such a big problem. Tim?
Well, Kelly, Govt Island is about 1,700 acres. The fire burned roughly 25 acres of that. But being an island with no roads in, there are a number of unusual circumstances that firefighters had to deal with. Land-based firefighters often haul hoses, but rarely on boats. Travel time slowed their response, and beneath the smoke plume, Govt Island was isolated, accessible only by boat. That means no fire trucks and no hydrants, so crews adapted.
So what we had to do was actually use one of our fireboats that has a pretty large pump on it, and it actually pumps water out of the river up to large hose lines here on the island, and then we basically just hooked up a manifold and were able to run smaller hoses off that.
But ever-changing gorge winds would still keep the crews guessing.
So they would pick a direction. They would, decide that this is where we're going to draw our fire line or start removing the fuels, and then the wind shifts and they're basically chasing it, another direction. So there were just quite a few elements that really made for a very logistically difficult fire to fight.
People stopped and they watched, and heavy traffic hampered further resources headed to fight the fire. Around 85 people, both on land and water, managed to control the fire in under 5 hours, well before it could become a possible threat to air traffic at PDX. It definitely was not just another day at the office.
Just non-typical circumstances, to be able to still get out here, figure out the objective, and be able to accomplish the job despite all those different difficulties. It was really awesome to watch, it really was.
Well, another thing, apparently the island has several big colonies of wasps. Smoke flushed them out of their holes in the ground, and several firefighters were stung fighting that fire. Now, there's something you can't plan for either. Kelly?
That's true, Tim. Thank you. Stay with KOIN 6 for the very latest on the wildfire situation. And did you know nationwide the wildfire alert level right now is the highest it's been in 5 years?